Let's talk GOP. The countdown, obviously, we're just a week away. The battle between Donald Trump and Ted Cruz is heating up. So one Ted Cruz super PAC, you've seen this obviously, but we want to play it for our viewers, just release, or we want to tell our viewers about it, release these 2 negative ads against Donald Trump. The question is, how impactful is Iowa going to be for the GOP, given that you have a number of these candidates running?
Well, I mean, it's going to be huge, right? So if Trump wins in Iowa, where he's been saying he's going to win, that's going to give him a lot of momentum into these other states where he's polling much higher than he is in Iowa. So in New Hampshire, South Carolina, and you look at some of the March 1st states, Trump has a big lead. So he takes a win in Iowa and moves ahead, and that's a really big boost for him. If Cruz wins in Iowa, that's going to raise a lot of questions about, is Donald Trump's support real? I think there are people that are this is a guy who's never run for office before, and so people are wondering, is his organization real in Iowa? Are they really going to get people out to caucus? And how soft is his support in the states moving forward? And so while it may not turn into a Ted Cruz nomination if he wins Iowa, it's still really important in the sense that it'll raise a lot of questions about Donald Trump, and Republicans will have a lot of thinking to do in states such as New Hampshire and moving on.
Donald Trump made this comment over the weekend about he could shoot people on Fifth Avenue and his supporters would not care about it. It may have been one of those things that he's known for, being sort of flip with his comments. But I mean, and then sort of Ted Cruz responded to that. Is Donald Trump right, though? Is it sort of whatever he says, whatever he does, people who support him don't really care, they just like this guy?
You tell me. I mean, we've been watching this guy since June 16th, and every time he says something controversial, his numbers stay the same or they go up. So, I mean, he's got, obviously, you're not going to take Donald Trump literally. He's not going to go into, into Manhattan and start shooting at people. However, he has a point. The guy has made a ton of controversial remarks, and every time his supporters seem to continue to back him. Again, we're dealing with polls, we're dealing with sentiment, we're not dealing with actual voting. So I'm really interested to see, does he get people out to caucus for him in Iowa, and does he actually pull this thing off? And if he does, I think it's going to really, I've been saying it, it's going to make a lot of people's heads in Washington explode, because really you've got pundits, you've got political types who've never seen a campaign run in the way that Donald Trump has run, and frankly have never seen a candidate like what Donald Trump's doing, saying all the controversial things that he's said and been able to translate that into votes. So if he winds up actually winning, people are just going to be, I think, just stunned as to this is not the playbook that everybody's used in past years.